I suppose one shouldn't get too excited about anything that's happening in the Middle East at the moment. Yemen, Syria, Iraq, Iran, Egypt, Libya, they're all hardly something that we in the West aspire to move into. But today there appeared a little story in the Daily Telegraph which simply read, "A medical test being developed by Kuwait will be used to detect homosexuals and prevent them from entering the country," according to a Kuwaiti government official. The test will also apply to any of the Gulf cooperation countries, Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, Oman, Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, which already deem homosexual acts unlawful. What a bunch of tyre kickers. I've had several dealings with Kuwaiti business people over a number of years, and in fact on a couple of occasions was actually invited to meetings at the Kuwaiti embassy in Canberra by the then ambassador Nasser al-Muzayyan, who is now Kuwait's ambassador to Russia. His Excellency even attended a seminar I gave in Parliament House in Canberra on rural and regional foreign investment, and I always found Nasser to be excellent and intelligent company. Kuwait's done a lot of good things. The Kuwaiti Fund has pumped an extraordinary amount of money into developing countries, and projects they have sponsored have helped underprivileged people in many parts of the world, particularly in the Horn of Africa. I actually know a person that received a scholarship from the Kuwaiti Fund, which enabled him to go to university. But on this issue, they've lost the plot. And what a waste of money being spent on research. One can only hope that whatever test they develop, accurate or not, it is not then used on their own citizens. But the Middle Eastern gene tells me that this is the next step, and one that will not get the publicity that keeping suspected gay people out of the country from other parts of the world will receive. If this does occur, then I pity the people in Kuwait this test identifies as being gay, whether they are or not. As recently as April 2013, a YouTube video was posted showing Kuwaiti hierarchy enjoying refreshments while a woman was beheaded publicly for, wait for it, being suspected of witchcraft. Gee, they are with the program, aren't they? The two-paragraph story on hocus pocus witch doctrine did not offer any scientific basis for the test or how results were arrived at. But then again, we are dealing with people who have tribally depended on word of mouth for time immemorial. The goings-on in the Middle East and the flat earth view of the world these backward countries have on so many fronts is mind-boggling. We have seen the barbaric way they treat Australian sheep and look the other way in search of the holy buck. We've seen the way they treat their own citizens, and worse still, the way they treat the Badoons in their own country, denying them citizenship or any formal papers, and therefore the inability to advance their lives. So I guess one should not be surprised at the latest development from this pack of Luddites, who are only about a couple of thousand years behind civilization.